Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is going to be another Canadian Soldier Reacts video. And today we are going to be looking at the Irish Army Ranger Wing, Ireland's best. Now, full disclosure here, I have not worked with these guys. I know basically nothing about them, so I'm going to be reacting pretty cold to this. But I'm very interested to see because I've heard some good things about these guys. So let's get into it. Dramatic music. Okay, so pretty standard stuff. Loading a 9mm. So this is interesting. We never did anything like this. So we were technically a mechanized infantry unit, so everything that we had was armored. I We did a lot of patrolling, but I don't know. It just seems to me that this is kind of exposed. They obviously have a reason for it. They're not going to be stupid, but I don't know. I would feel awfully exposed riding like that. So we've got what looks like a 50 cal up there. I think that's I'm not sure what that is. The end of the barrel looks weird to me. It might be a 50 cal or it might be something else. That looks like a 7.62 C6 type GPMG belt fed. Interesting. He's got a laptop screen right there, and this is going to be the wire cutter that I was talking about before. Kind of essential in an open top vehicle, so you don't get your head taken off. Yeah, that looks like a 50 cal. All right. The Irish Army Ranger Wing is Ireland's Tier 1 Special Forces unit responsible for conducting Ireland's most dangerous and classified military operations around the world. Okay, cool. Just looking at their kit, looks pretty standard. Now, keep in mind, my knowledge is kind of Cold War area, 87 to 98, and just, what I see in the news. I see everyone's using that new overhand grip that I'm not familiar. Well, except this guy. This guy's using a more traditional grip like I would use. They all seem to have that. Yeah, so I think that's a pretty standard issue British Army. I think that's a 3-power battle sight. I'm not even sure. At least in Canada, we didn't call it a scope. I think it was called a battle sight. Monoc, binoc. So 3 guys have monocs and one guy has a binoc, which is interesting. I don't know what significance that is. And then these 2 guys seem to have something else on top of their helmets. I'm not sure what that is either. Since their creation in 1980, cool, only 400 out of 11,000 military personnel have successfully completed the selection process. The Army Ranger Wing only accepts the best of the best. That's cool. I mean, selection processes are specifically designed to do that kind of a thing, right? You want the absolutely elite. Looking at this, it's hard to tell with the angles of these things whether this is a shorter barrel carbine or not, or whether it's basically what I would call either a C8 or a C7, and this would be the A2 configuration. Oh, interesting. He has a spade on his helmet for some reason. Yeah, see, this guy's got this in the back too. I wonder if that's some sort of an IFF type device, so the guys behind will know. Carrying chemical light sticks. Can't remember what they were called now. I'm getting old. I forget what words are. Irish Army Ranger roles are divided between wartime special operations, green, and anti-terrorism, black. Some of their tasks include raids, ambushes, sabotage, and VIP protection. This is starting to sound a fair bit like the JTF2, or maybe even the CSOR in Canada. So the JTF2 was stood up somewhere near the same time, I think, maybe slightly later than this. CSOR came a fair bit after that, though. CSOR came after I got out. Long range reconnaissance patrols, intelligence gathering, high value target kill or capture operations, hostage rescue, anti hijack operations, and airborne and seaborne intervention. So they're trained in a lot of stuff. Yeah, so typically in a wooded environment like that, you wouldn't see guys that close together. I don't know whether this is for the camera or whether they have some specific drills that they're doing. Um, but if you bunch up that close in an open situation, whether it's be woods or fields, you're simply making yourself subject to grenade or rocket attacks. But it looks cool for the camera. Either a smoke or a flashbang. Looks like training, so I'm guessing it was smoke. Oh, this is cool. Fast roping. So shipborne interventions. I'm guessing they're coming in two ways at the same time, which is always good. It looks like that's what's happening. This is a difficult thing to do for the pilot, actually. He's got to maintain position. So he's got to maintain position over this area while these guys are jumping out. And if you look behind him, there is an obstacle right behind him. So difficult thing for that pilot. So I've never done ship clearing drills. I've done a lot of house clearing drills. I imagine they're kind of similar, except obviously a ship tends to be a lot bigger and a lot more confusing and complicated. Not sure what that bag was for. So this looks to be a pretty regular issue ruck setup. Don't know what he's got inside though. So, oh, that's interesting. So these are 9 mils. So for his sidearm, obviously, I'm guessing his 5.56 are down below, and then he's got binocs up here. I don't know how many people are issued the binocs. I remember when I was in, we had what was called NVGs, um, and they were only issued. They were issued to reconnaissance patrols and maybe one per section. Not everyone had them. I'm hoping that's changed now. Checking sea containers. Yeah, that must be fun. All the places somebody can hide, man, that's nuts. So this looks like helicopter operations. Pretty standard stuff, actually. Oh, fast roping again. He's going out without gear. That's a little weird. I guess you got to play around, right? Unless they're, I mean, they're all doing that. So I'm wondering if that's a drill. Huh. Okay, that's what the way I would expect it, but that's a combat jump. Obviously, you can see all the combat gear there. It's my understanding that they'll keep the rucksack between their legs until they get very close to the ground, and then they'll drop it. I believe that's a Gazelle helicopter. It's a very small helicopter. Whoa. Okay, that's nice. That is something that we never did. We never fired from a helicopter, and especially at a moving target from a helicopter. That's pretty hardcore. That guy looked like he had a shotgun there too. That looks like a twin Huey. This looks reasonably standard. So that looks like a Steyr AUG with an undermounted grenade launcher. I don't know what they call theirs. Looks like reasonably standard dismounting drills. Weapons training. That is a high rate of fire. Oh, nice. He's got his 9 mil. That one of those guys had his 9 mil on a cord, so I couldn't get separated from him. I did the same thing when I was in Bosnia. Wow, look at that thing shake. There's a lot of power in the weapons that are being fired there. That's a squad automatic, like a C8. Oh, that's nice. That's interesting too. That's shape charge that looks like. I don't know whether that was manually triggered or not. So it basically breaching drills.
Now, if you're a concealed carry,
In gear, like the Canadian C8s look exactly like this, right down to the three power battle. There, it seems to be a lot of the same stuff over and over again. So not really a lot into the training that these guys did. I'll see if I can find something which shows a little bit more about the training that these guys do. It's an interesting video. It obviously is some sort of a propaganda type video, but just looking at them, they look like they're equivalent to Canada's CSOR or possibly even JTF2 forces. So pretty cool. Anyway, that's it for this one, guys. If you like the video, please leave a like down below. Subscribe to the channel because it really helps out the channel, and it lets you know when any new content gets put up. And please comment down below because I appreciate all of your comments, both good and bad. So with that, I will let you guys go, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.